Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the English news from Djibouti channel. Here are our headlines for our news tonight. The main titles are: the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdulqadir Kamil Mohammed, take part at the celebration of African Statistic Days. On continental news, COVID-19 under control in Mozambique. Welcome if you join us. The President of the Republic's Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh paid a vibrant tribute to the memory of the late Omar Arte Galib, former Prime Minister of Somalia, who passed away today. In his posthumous tribute, President Guelleh described the deceased as one of the last monuments of the contemporary political history of our region. The people of this part of the world will always carry him in their heart for his deep attachment to peace, stability, and brotherhood. The president said he was a virtuous politician. He earned esteem through his talents as a speaker and his perfect mastery of diplomacy. The head of state then noted, a man of heart and faith. He will remain forever a precious source of inspiration for our future generation, especially for his propensity to always favor general understanding to the detriment of his career, say the President Ismail Omar Guelleh, who implored God Almighty to welcome the deceased in his eternal paradise. The late Omar Arte, who died today in Hargeisa, was the Somali foreign minister for many years before becoming the country prime minister. Under the aegis of the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdulqadir Kamil Mohammed, the Minister of Finance and Economy organized the African Statistics Day and the official launch of the project on management and statistical development for decision making. The event brought together other partners, including the World Bank, senior officials from various ministries, and representative, as well as a panel of academic experts. An annual event celebrated on November 18 each year. Statistic Day aims to raise public awareness for the importance of statistics in all aspects of social and economic life. The theme chosen for this year is modernizing national statistical system to provide data and statistics to support sustainable peace and development in Africa. The Minister of Economy and Finance, Mr. Ilyas Moussa Dawali, said that projections has shown the importance of statistics in the macroeconomic framework for better decision making, while demonstrating the peace role played by the figure. In other words, without statistics, there is not effective way to make development policies, he concluded. The Prime Minister, during his speech, said that the availability of good quality, timely official statistics is therefore essential for good governance, which is the only and the first pillar of the government's program of actions. The Secretary General of the Prime Minister Office, Mr. Naguib Abdullah Kamil, chaired this Wednesday at the People's Palace an important meeting of the platform of Secretary General, meeting requested by the Minister of Labor and Administrative Reform, Mr. Ibrahim
General of the Prime Minister,
and focusing on the project initiative for employment. In his introductory remarks, the Secretary General of the Prime Minister's Office thanks the Minister of Labor for his presence and for inviting the platform of Secretary General to the series of meetings, debates, exchange, and consultations between all the forces of the country. Mr. Naguib Abdullah Kamel welcomed his fellow secretaries general and thanked them for the commitment within the platform, which confirms, he said, its vocations as a framework for intersectoral consultations in support of government decision making. The role of the Secretary General is crucial, stress the Secretary General of the Prime Ministry Office, because this initiative is for paramount importance for the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, who has set the political guidelines and his working methodology. The Minister of Labor said that the platform of General Secretaries is a structure that must be at the heart of this dynamic to address development challenges, including youth employment. An important signing ceremony was held at Djibouti International Free Trade Zone in the presence of the President of the Port and Free Zone Authority, Mr. Abu Bakr Omar Haddi, on the investment agreement for two international groups. These two companies are 103rd and 104th company to set up and operate from the new Djibouti International Free Trade Zone. The Dokunu Health Group specialized in the productions and distribution of personal protective equipment, including masks and other medical equipment, will produce at the building to up to 300,000 pieces per day in a first phase, and will create up to force and until 60 direct job, and create and more than 200 indirect job. Once the second phase is operational, the company will create up to 100 until 300 direct job and more than 1,000 indirect job. It should be noted that the productions will be exported to the region. The General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, Chief of the Staff of the Army of Djibouti, received in his office the General Staff of the Army this morning the new Defense Attaché of the Federal and Democratic Republic of Ethiopia in Djibouti, Brigadier General Abibe Begeni. This courtesy visit is part of his contact with the military authorities of the country. The General first of all addressed his warm congratulations to the military attaché for his accreditation in Djibouti and welcomed him and wished him a pleasant stay in Djibouti. In addition, General Zakaria recalled the excellent cooperation relations between the two armies through the training of military and exchange informations, and stressed his willingness to work further to consolidate these fraternal ties. On continental news, the power of Hurricane Lota dismayed landfall in Nicaragua, but it was indeed a Category 5 hurricane with winds and reaching sometimes 260 km per year that swept through the small Colombian island of Provincia and San Andrea. At least 2 people died. Lota brought with its strong winds and breaking waves wrapping off roof and knocking down power lines. The Colombian government sent humanitarian aid to the Caribbean island. President Ivan Duque said that more than 98% of infrastructure on Providencia, a home to about 5,000 people, had been damaged. This is it for this news edition. Thank you for being with us on the RTD. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.